Hello, everybody. Welcome to day one of our Instagram growth training. This is Sarah Griffith, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the basics of making sure that your Instagram account is ready to create interaction with your followers and become somebody that people would like to follow on Instagram. We're going to start with your profile picture. It'll be in the top left-hand corner. Some of you have profile pictures that we can't actually see your face in. It's not a close-up, it may be dark lighting, or the photo may not be of you. It may be of you and a spouse or a child. And so what I would like you to do first and foremost is I need you to have a very bright, eye-catching profile picture. So in order to do that, you may need to go somewhere where the lighting is really wonderful. And you need to kind of look a little bit put together. Look how you would, as if you were dressed up a bit, I guess you could say, just so that you kind of like when they look at your profile picture, they look and say, wow, this person is legit, or they've tried. That's something that a lot of people in their Instagram photos, they don't necessarily look the part. So if you are getting into this with the intentions of doing brand collaborations or running a business from your Instagram page, I'm going to highly suggest that you have a professional photograph taken, and that's what you use. You will notice that my photographs for Instagram, my profile picture is always a professional photo. It is not one that I've taken myself. It is one that I have had done once I've had hair and makeup done. Like I really am trying when you look at the profile picture. So that's going to be really important that you look at yours and kind of go from there. Do you have this already, or is this something that you need to update? The next thing that I want to talk about is your actual profile name. I wish that I could go back and change my Instagram name. I created my Instagram account prior to starting my business, and I was not able to get my last name. So I simply have my first and my middle name, and I hate that it has a number. The number is my birthday. Like I said, I wish I could change this, but finding Sarah Griffith using Sarah Griffith really wasn't an option. So I had already had some followers on Instagram, so I just stuck with this. But if you are at a very small following and your name isn't something that reflects you or the brand that you're trying to portray, you may want to change this. I'm also going to let you know that using names that incorporate your business, unless it's just for the business account, isn't a great idea. So for example, if I made my Instagram username Beachbody Coach Sarah Griffith, that's a terrible username because people are not going to follow you with that username. They're going to assume that you are using this to spam them or whatnot. So I'm going to really suggest steer away from things like, Beachbody Coach or Rodan and Fields Rep or, I don't know. I'm thinking of names off the top of my head and I just can't. But nonetheless, try to keep it to your own name, or if you have a specific brand, if you have an Etsy shop and that's the name of your shop, that's fine to use it. But anyway, so just pay attention to what you're picking for your name, and you can actually go back and you can edit that. So where we're going to go next is down to the section where it has your blurb about yourself. That is an important piece. In that piece, I don't want you putting anything about what you're necessarily selling. Now, some of you, if you are doing brand collaborations, you may be required to put in your bio that you are a brand rep for a certain company, and that's fine. That's probably part of your contract if you have one with them. So here's what I have on mine, and it's just like I said, it should just be a quick blurb about you. It should be short. A lot of people like to use emojis in them, so mine has some. I wish I could make mine a little bit shorter, to be honest, but on mine I just have my name. I have mom, and now I have the four, like the family of four with my emojis. I have wife, lifestyle coach, retired teacher, gluten-free, Hashimoto's patient, and infertility warrior. And I also include my email address. I could take out my email address looking at this now because I'm going to show you something that I've recently added into my bio that you can add into yours as well. So if you haven't done so, create a blurb for yourself. And again, in this blurb, I don't want to see anything saying you are a rep for Beachbody or Rodan and Fields or Beauty Counter or any of the other brands. I simply want to see What are you about? And this is going to come down to, if I look at your bio, this should be what I find in your Instagram feed. So looking at mine, I already told you, lifestyle coach, gluten-free, Hashimoto's patient, infertility. If you were to scroll down through my Instagram posts or read the content in below my pictures, you're going to find that these are the things that I talk about. I very rarely will go on many tangents other than these few topics. So if you haven't sat down and kind of branded yourself, I want you to do that. I could probably put in there like baby wearing mama, because to be honest with you, I have a lot of my brand built off of that, and at the phase of life that I'm in right now, a lot of my clients that I'm working with are also baby wearing moms, they're postpartum moms. So as you change in your business and in your brand, or even in your life, you're going to find that that bio could change potentially, and it should. So what I want to do now is I want to show you a few fun little things. So some people have their name written really cool on Instagram, where you look at it and you're like, how did they make that font, or where did that come from? There are different apps that you can download to your phone that will create different fonts for Instagram. Or if you're going to do it from a computer, you can just simply search for fonts for Instagram. This is one that I pulled up earlier, and I just Google searched it, but this one's lingojam.com. So all you do on the left-hand side is you type the text that you want to put into your bio or to your profile or wherever you want to put it. You can also put these in your Instagram stories. You just type it in, and it's going to give you a couple options that you can copy and paste, and then all you do is add it into your profile. So for example, if I wanted to use this version of Sarah Griffith, I would just highlight it. Oh, I got a little lull here because I'm doing the recording. One second, guys, sorry about that. But I'm gonna go back to my profile right now, and I'm just gonna hit edit profile. And it's going to bring up your basic information. All you'll do is, whatever, you probably have typed something in here, you're just going to remove that, and then you're just going to paste the font in from wherever you got it from, and it will show up as you see it on their screen. So it's kind of fun. You can play around with it. I remember for the longest time, I was like, how do people get that to change? That was really neat. So it's just simply a special keyboard app to your phone, or you can do it from your computer. So I want to show that to you. I'm going to go back to my Instagram profile again to show you a few more things. Up here at the bottom, remember how I said I can take out my email address? I'm going to do that once I'm done recording this video. I forgot that it was in here, but you want to have a way for your followers to connect with you. And what I like to use now is I like to use a newer thing. It's linktr and then .ee. It's a very odd web address, but this is a really cool option. It's going to allow them to click on the link. So it puts the link into your profile. I'm going to close out of these. It puts the link into your profile. They can click on it, and then it's going to bring up a multitude of options for them. So for me, the links that I've chosen is connect on Facebook, and I have this linking to my my personal Facebook page. Some other options are my website. I have a blog, and then I also have two options on here: join my challenge group or join my team as a coach. And what this does is it pulls up a form from their phone. The form I've created through an app or through a website called Woofu. I'm not sure if you've ever heard of it before, but Woofu is free, and it allows you to create forms similar to what a Google form would look like. But then what happens from here is that I share this link, and people fill it out like when I advertise for a challenge group, and then I get an email or a text message, sometimes both, stating that somebody has filled out an application for my challenge group. This simply makes you look more legit. So I am, as I said to you, I'm doing this from a Beachbody business standpoint, but you could use this for anything. You could have the form for any other types of business, or just like different groups that you might run, maybe free groups, maybe trainings, maybe even just to learn more about your particular brand. Maybe you have like a business training site that they could use. So nonetheless, this is how you would create that. Woofu, as I said, is free, and this option is also free. And it's really easy to add these buttons to your little link tree that you have set up. All you have to do is click add new button, And then all they do is they give you a link right here in the upper right hand corner, and this link goes into your Instagram bio, and it will take them directly to this little kind of like a bookmark basically. So if you have any brands, I know some of you are just wanting to build your Instagram account for collaborations and free stuff and whatnot, but some of you are wanting to do this for your business. So if you have a business, or if you want them connecting with you on another platform, you know, maybe you have an Etsy shop, maybe you have a really great Pinterest board where you're showing off your work and you want to direct them to there. This is just going to allow your followers to get to know you better and to connect with you on different levels. So I would highly recommend that you do that if you have not done so already. So that's it for today's lesson. It's very simple. What I'm going to ask you to do after you watch this video is please screenshot us your profile. I want to see, what does your picture look like? What did you put for your bio? And are you using this option to connect with you? So if you could please, after you finish watching, screenshot that, and we will move on to day 2's assignment tomorrow. Thanks for listening. Have a good day.